The greatest pleasure of a dog is that you may make a fool of yourself with him, and not only will he not scold you, but he will make a fool of himself too. A dog is the only thing on earth that loves you more than he loves himself. Dogs have given us their absolute all. We are the center of their universe. We are the focus of their love and faith and trust. They serve us in return for scraps. It is without a doubt the best deal man has ever made. The better I get to know men, the more I find myself loving dogs. It is amazing how much love and laughter they bring into our lives, and even how much closer we become with each other because of them. To err is human, to forgive canine. The bond with a true dog is as lasting as the ties of this earth will ever be. If you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and man. If dogs could talk, perhaps we would find it as hard to get along with them as we do with people. The world would be a nicer place if everyone had the ability to love as unconditionally as a dog. Money can buy you a fine dog, but only love can make him wag his tail. If there are no dogs in heaven, then when I die I want to go where they went. If a dog will not come to you after having looked you in the face, you should go home and examine your conscience. Dogs are great. Bad dogs, if you can really call them that, are perhaps the greatest of them all. No matter how little money and how few possessions you own, having a dog makes you feel rich. Old dogs, like old shoes, are comfortable. They might be a bit out of shape and a little worn around the edges, but they fit well. In order to really enjoy a dog, one doesn't merely try to train him to be semi-human. The point of it is to open oneself to the possibility of becoming partly a dog. Don't accept your dog's admiration as conclusive evidence that you are wonderful. My little dog, a heartbeat at my feet. Dogs do speak, but only to those who know how to listen. Histories are more full of examples of the fidelity of dogs than of friends. Dogs have a way of finding the people who need them and filling an emptiness we didn't ever know we had. No one appreciates the very special genius of your conversation as much as the dog does. Dogs teach us a very important lesson in life. The mailman is not to be trusted. A dog desires affection more than its dinner. Well, almost. A well-trained dog will make no attempt to share your lunch. He will just make you feel so guilty that you cannot enjoy it. I think dogs are the most amazing creatures. They give unconditional love. For me, they are the role model for being alive. You want a friend in Washington? Get a dog. Dogs come into our lives to teach us about love. They depart to teach us about loss. A new dog never replaces an old dog. It merely expands the heart. Nobody can fully understand the meaning of love unless he's owned a dog. A dog can show you more honest affection with a flick of his tail than a man can gather through a lifetime of handshakes. I care not for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not better for it. Dogs never bite me, just humans. What do dogs do on their day off? Can't lie around. That's their job. The average dog is a nicer person than the average person. I've seen a look in dogs' eyes, a quickly vanishing look of amazed contempt, and I am convinced that dogs think humans are nuts. The dog is a gentleman. I hope to go to his heaven, not man's. If you are a dog and your owner suggests that you wear a sweater, suggest that he wear a tail. I'm a lot less cranky when it's just me and my dog. If a man aspires towards a righteous life, his first act of abstinence is from injury to animals. Everyone thinks they have the best dog, and none of them are wrong. My idea of absolute happiness is to be in bed on a rainy day with my blankie, my cat, and my dog. The poor dog, in life the firmest friend, the first to welcome, foremost to defend. When an 85-pound mammal licks your tears away and then tries to sit on your lap, it's hard to feel sad. I have caught more ills from people sneezing over me and giving me virus infections than from kissing dogs. It's tough to stay married. My wife kisses the dog on the lips, yet she won't drink from my glass. There is no faith which has never yet been broken, except that of a truly faithful dog. Intelligent dogs rarely want to please people whom they do not respect. Did you ever walk into a room and forget why you walked in? I think that is how dogs spend their lives. Even the tiniest poodle or chihuahua is still a wolf at heart. What counts is not necessarily the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Dogs' lives are too short. Their only fault, really, The greatest fear dogs know is the fear that you will not come back when you go out the door without them. A dog teaches a boy fidelity, perseverance, and to turn around 3 times before lying down. Some of our greatest historical and artistic treasures we place with curators in museums. Others we take for walks. I have found that when you are deeply troubled, there are things you get from the silent, devoted companionship of a dog that you can get from no other source. Such short little lives our pets have to spend with us, and they spend most of it watching for us to come home each day. A lot of shelter dogs are much like me. The dog always dies. Go to the library and pick out a book with an award sticker and a dog on the cover. Trust me, that dog is going down. Not Carnegie, Vanderbilt, and a store together could have raised money enough to buy a quarter share in my little dog. Reason number 106 why dogs are smarter than humans. Once you leave the litter, you sever contact with your mothers. Hounds follow those who feed them. You know, a dog can snap you out of any kind of bad mood that you're in faster than you can think of. My cats inspire me daily. They inspire me to get a dog. Life is a series of dogs. There is no psychiatrist in the world like a puppy licking your face. Dogs have more love than integrity. They've been true to us, yes, but they haven't been true to themselves. Once you have had a wonderful dog, a life without one is a life diminished. I don't think twice about picking up my dog's poop, but if another dog's poop is next to it, I think, dog poop. Dogs are how people would be if the important stuff is all that mattered to us. Every dog has his day, unless he loses his tail. Then he has a weekend. Dogs leave paw prints on our hearts. Dogs are wise. They crawl away into a quiet corner and lick their wounds and do not rejoin the world until they are whole once more. If a dog will not come to you after having looked you in the face, you should go home and examine your conscience. It's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. Outside of a dog, a book is a man's best friend. Inside of a dog, it's too dark to read. Scratch a dog, and you'll find a permanent job. Scratch a dog, and you'll find a permanent job. We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment to animals. Fall in love with a dog, and in many ways you enter a new orbit, a universe that features not just new colors but new rituals, new rules, a new way of experiencing attachment. Does not the gratitude of the dog put to shame any man who is ungrateful to his benefactors? Ever consider what our dogs must think of us? I mean, here we come back from a grocery store with the most amazing haul: chicken, pork, half a cow. They must think we're the greatest hunters on earth. A dog is the only thing that can mend a crack in your broken heart. The gift which I am sending you is called a dog, and is in fact the most precious and valuable possession of mankind. The old saw about old dogs and new tricks only applies to certain people. Before you get a dog, you can't quite imagine what living with one might be like. Afterward, you can't imagine living any other way. No animal I know of can consistently be more of a friend and companion than a dog. I wonder if other dogs think poodles are members of a weird religious cult. If you don't own a dog, at least one, there is not necessarily anything wrong with you, but there may be something wrong with your life. A dog will teach you unconditional love. If you can have that in your life, things won't be too bad. You think dogs will not be in heaven? I tell you, they will be there long before any of us. In order to really enjoy a dog, one doesn't merely try to train him to be semi-human. The point of it is to open oneself to the possibility of becoming partly a dog. I once decided not to date a guy because he wasn't excited to meet my dog. I mean, this was like not wanting to meet my mother. The dog was created specially for children. He is the god of frolic. Happiness is a warm puppy. My tragedy is that all I want is a dog, and yet I have been cursed with cats all my life. If I have any beliefs about immortality, it is that certain dogs I have known will go to heaven, and very, very few persons. If you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. It is the principal difference between a dog and a man. The one absolutely unselfish friend that man can have in this selfish world, the one that never deserts him, the one that never proves ungrateful or treacherous, is his dog. The dog has got more fun out of man than man has got out of the dog, for man is the more laughable of the two animals. There's just something about dogs that makes you feel good. You come home, they're thrilled to see you. They're good for the ego.